Hello everybody and welcome to Astrology Coaching by Anatoly. Today we are going to speak about retrograde Mars. This year we'll have the honor to have Mars retrograde. Mars will be retrograde from 30 October 2022 till 12 of January 2023, and it will be mainly retrograde in the zodiac sign of Taurus. Just to mention that this is Vedic astrology. Vedic astrology is different from the Western astrology. They use different system. So basically in Western astrology, I think Mars will be retrograde in Gemini, but in Vedic astrology, which is using the sidereal system, Mars will, which is the real astronomical position of your planets, Mars will be retrograde in the zodiac sign of Taurus. Of course, if you want to learn more about Vedic astrology, you can check my book, Vedic Astrology Easy and Simple. It is in Amazon. It is it is a book for beginners. It gives really a good background for your Vedic astrology studying. And of course, if you want to get more professional knowledge, you can check my my course. I have an online pre-recorded video course, Vedic Astrology for Beginners. It will be, the links will be down in the comments. So if you want to become astrologer, if you want to use astrology to fulfill your potential, you can check my online course. So now we are going to discuss what is Mars, what is retrograde, the retrograde motion of Mars, and what is Taurus. First of all, what is Taurus? Taurus is the original second house, the original has the similarity with the second house. It's the original second zodiac sign, and Taurus is the sign of family, the sign of family values, of resources, finances, nature, food, throat and part of the face. It is related with beauty, art, because the ruler of Taurus is Venus, you know that. So it is related with poetry, with singing. So Taurus is financial sign, again, family sign, but very artistic sign too. And what is Mars? Mars is commander-in-chief. Mars is the soldier, the surgeon. Mars symbolizes the technical, mechanical, medical skills and professions. Mars is aggression, violence, weapons. Mars is competition, bravery, courage, victory is related with Mars. Again, of course, accidents, temper, incidents, scandals, sex, passion. This is everything. So when one planet goes retrograde, this means that the focus will be on the things, on the topics that this planet symbolize. For example, Mercury. When Mercury is retrograde, the things that Mercury are, they're on the focus, they're on the spotlight. But now Mars will be retrograde, so everything this, violence, courage, weapons, fighters, soldiers, motivation, courage, energy, everything of this thing will be on your focus. So, and not only yours, but everybody's focus. And when Mars is retrograde, this can bring lack of energy, lack of motivation, aggression, violence, self-aggression. Now it's time, when Mars is retrograde, the soldier doesn't go in the battlefield. The soldier go inwards. This is very important process. It goes inwards. So in order to reassess the energy, to reassess the bravery, to reassess the competition, the violence, the aggression and everything. And it is really good. It is not, you have to be careful, of course, for fights, accidents, scandals, aggression, self-aggression, but it is a really good time to create an action plan. And after when Mars is direct again, you can start doing this action plan. But now it's time to focus inward in order to fix the issues that retrograde Mars will bring on the surface. It is not a good time to start a new project. It is not good time to start a new hobby, a new sport, because you have a lack of energy, lack of competition, lack of ambition. Retrograde Mars in Taurus, this can be a little bit more how to say it, I think retrograde Mars in Taurus can bring a lot of financial issues. It can bring problems in your family, in your personal life, in your security, in your savings. So in this period, 30th October 2022 till 12th of January 2023, you have to be more careful how you spend your money. I think in the worldly manner there will be really difficult financial crisis. So all of us, we have to be more careful at this time, because retrograde Mars in Taurus can bring financial issues, problems. So my advice is to not to spend a lot of money. It is better to save money now, just in case. Okay, so now we are going to check for all ascendants and moon signs according to Vedic astrology. Again, I want to repeat what will be the effect of retrograde Mars in your chart, just to mention how to judge the transit, because this is very important in Vedic astrology. First of all, you have to know your dasha, because dasha, your planetary period, is the most important thing. For example, if you're in the dasha of Mars or sub-dasha of Mars, yes, you can feel the transits of retrograde Mars 100%. But for example, if you are not in the dasha of of Mars, this means that the effect of retrograde Mars will be weaker. Okay. The other thing that you have to check is the natal chart, the whole position of the planets, combination, in which sector Mars will be retrograde, of course. But you have to check whether Mars is transiting over planets in your chart, because when Mars is transiting over planets over your chart, this can bring the power of the retrograde Mars will be stronger. And last thing, but but very important thing, is the points that Mars gives in this house. So every planet, almost every planet, give different points when it is transiting over different houses. The maximum of these points is 8 and the minimum is 0. If a planet gives 8 points, this means that the transit will be very good, and this planet will bring good things in your life, and you can take the positive side of the planet, because every planet has a positive side. You know, Mars, courage, bravery, competition, winning the fight. This is the positive thing. But if a planet gives minimum points, 0, 1, 2, this means that this planet, the effect will be not so good. So if the points are 4, 5, 6, this is the middle, the golden middle. If it's 6, 7, 8, this is very good. If it's 0, 1, 2, it is very bad. Malefic planets give less points, just to tell you. So because Saturn and Mars, they always give less points. It's they are the planets with least points in Vedic astrology, which is normal. Okay, so now I'm just checking the minutes. Okay, so now we are going to start, and for all ascendant and moon signs according to Vedic astrology. For Aries ascendant and moon sign, Mars will be retrograde in your second house. This is the house of your family, savings, the natural house of the Taurus, second house. So you have to be careful how you speak. There can be more conflicts, incidents, and aggression in your family. You have to be careful how you spend your money. You can have financial problems. For Taurus moon and ascendant, Mars will be retrograde over your ascendant, which is very important. You have to be careful about your physical body. Be careful not to have conflicts, fights, incidents, burns, cuts, and everything like that. There can be lack of motivation. You can feel lost. You can feel lack of energy. There can be some physical, mental frustrations. You will feel lost. You will not know what to do, for example. So you need things in your life may slow down. You have to be a little bit more careful. You have to be more patient. And my advice is not to start new beginnings, now. It is better to fix the old issues, to fix to go inwards, to check inwards what you need to create. You can create your own action plan, and after what was the date, 12th of January 2023, you can go forward and fulfill your action plan. For all Gemini Ascendant and Moon, Mars will be retrograde in your 12th house. This is the house of law, subconscious mind, bed, behind the curtains, things, foreign lands. So you have to be careful if you go to foreign lands. You have to be careful if you go to dark places. There can be some problems. There can be issues. 12th house is related with thieves and robbers. So be careful in this field, because retrograde Mars can bring some problems and conflict, accidents related to these fields. You have problems, subconscious problems from the past may appear, so it is a good time to heal them. Be careful with you may have problems with sleeping. You may have some self-aggression problems, so you have to be careful. For all people who have Cancer Moon or Cancer Ascendant, Mars will be retrograde in your 11th house. 11th house is a house of income, goals, dreams, famous people, professional and professional circles, friends, older siblings. So here you have to be careful with how you treat other people. There can be some aggression between you and your friends and professional circles. It is not good time to start new projects related with a new type of income, because you will not have the motivation and you will not have the competition. There will be a lack of competition, motivation. There will be frustration at this period. So my advice is to wait till Mars goes direct on 12th of January. For all people who have Leo Ascendant and Moon sign, Mars will be retrograde in your 10th house, so there can be issues with your boss, with your manager, with your career. It is not good time to fight, to compete with others for promotion. Be careful how you speak, how you treat others in your working place. I don't think it is good time to start fights, because you are going to lose the fight. There can be lack of energy too. For all people who are Virgo Ascendant or Moon sign, Mars will be retrograde in your 9th house. 9th house is father, religion, philosophy, education, traveling. So be careful in this field. There can be problems, conflicts with your father, with your teachers, problems with the education. There can be lack of education, lack of motivation to study, lack of motivation to travel. There can be issues with traveling. There can be problems related with your belief system. So you don't have to argue about the things you believe, because you can become a little bit fanatic. Is this the word? Yeah, something, you're obsessed with your religion and belief system. So don't argue about that. Just keep it calm, keep it slow. For all people who are Libra Ascendant or Moon sign, Mars will be retrograde in your 8th house. 8th house is the house of death, transformation, conflicts, scandals, surgery, hidden world. So here it is good time. There can be some problems related with your inner psychology, inner mental world. It is good time to heal old mental issues. There can be some you may feel not comfortable in your body. You may feel some psychological tension. There can be frustration. There can be self-aggression. So it is good time to heal this problem. Of course, 8th house is related with sex and in-laws and other people's money and insurance. So there can be some conflicts with your in-laws. There can be some problems with your sex drive. For people who have Scorpio Ascendant or Moon sign, Mars will be retrograde in your 7th house. This is the house of spouse, business partners. So of course you have to be more careful how you treat your spouse. There can be some lack of sexual attraction, passion. So it is okay at this time not to feel this sexual energy. And be careful with your business partners, because if you are not careful, there can be some there can be problems with your partners. For all people who have Sagittarius ascendant and moon sign, Mars retrograde will be in your 6th house. This is the house of health, daily routine, daily life. This is the house of your co-workers, of conflicts, serving other people, fixing issues, divorce. So be careful here with your health, not to hurt yourself. It is time for a diet. It is time of a really strict regime. Maybe there can be lack of energy, a lack of motivation to follow a diet. So this is a normal time to keep it, to be more patient, and be careful not to have conflicts with your co-workers and people from your daily life. For all people who have Capricorn ascendant on moon sign, Mars retrograde will be in your 5th house. This is the house of children, love, romance, investments, especially in speculative business, art. So here you have to be careful with your children. It is a little bit more critical time if, for example, if you are pregnant, you have to be more careful not to hurt yourself. The other thing is that there can be some lack of energy to put effort, to put investments, to invest in things. So it is not good time to invest in new things. But if you have old investments that you want to fix, or to do something with your old investments, it is a good time to do something old, something from the past. Because retrogression means that you have to go in the past. You have to fix, reassess something from the past. So this is a good time for old investments, but not for new investments. So be careful with your children. There can be lack of motivation and inspiration, and you need to relax a little bit. For all people who have Aquarius moon and ascendant, Mars will be retrograde in your 4th house. This is the house of security, of Mars, of mother, native lands, home, cars, lands. And Mars symbolize, I forgot to say at the beginning, symbolize siblings, lands too. So it is not good time to buy a new home, to buy new lands, to start some restructuration of your house. There can be problems with technology, problems with everything that is related with mechanical and technical fields in your home. There can be issues with your mother, conflicts with your mother, problems in your home, so be careful about that. And for all people who have Pisces ascendant and moon sign, Mars retrograde will be in your 3rd house, so be careful how you communicate, because 3rd house is the house of communication, of younger siblings, cousins, traveling, art again, courage, business. So be careful how you communicate, be careful what you write in media. There can be lack of energy, lack of motivation. There can be, you may feel lost. You may feel that you don't have the courage, you don't have the bravery to fulfill your dreams. So this is something temporary, and it will be from 30th of October till 12th of January. So don't worry about that. Just be more patient and follow the flow. So yes, this was the predictions for Mars retrograde. Of course, I just want to say again that everything depends on your natal chart and your dasha. This is the most important thing, and you have to know that. Okay, thank you for watching, and see you soon.